Well, I already picked up order number 2. I'm about to go drop it off. We on the way. We on the way, y'all. Look at me. I'm really out here door dashing. And as y'all can see, I got my mounts. Because, baby, me not having a mount doing DoorDash just doesn't make sense. Just driving in
Drive
here
north,
in general.
then turn right onto Manor Road.
Because, baby, a car mount is so important. It's crazy because
Turn right onto Manor Road.
I never had a Marilyn end up coming to the door, and you could tell she definitely was asleep. And I was like, "Hi, I'm here with your
Turn
order,"
left
and she
onto
was like,
East
"Oh
West
my
Highway,
gosh,
Maryland 410.
you are so sweet. Thank you, thank you. I'm like, happy Mother's Day, you know, because it was a Mother's Day bouquet." And she was like, "Oh, you are just so amazing." She was like, "You be blessed." And even the neighbor, she was like, "You are so nice." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And y'all, you know, after I dropped her order off, she actually ended up calling me 5 minutes later. And she was like, "I want you to know you are just such a blessing. You are just so kind. And I just really want to tell you thank you." She was like, "I just so appreciate your kindness." I said, "Oh, thank you." I said, "I appreciate your kindness."
In
I was like,
900 feet, make a
you
sharp
just being
left onto
nice
Meadowbrook Lane.
literally just made me be in a better mood even more. And she was like,
Make a sharp left onto Meadowbrook
"God
Lane.
bless you
Then,
again."
in
She's
400
like, "And if
feet,
you're a
turn right
mommy,
onto Spencer Road.
if you're a mommy, happy Mother's Day to you." I said, "Oh, thank you." So that was really nice. And then the second person I had to drop off to, another Mother's Day order. So I get there and, you know, it said to call the person. And I called, and it's an older white woman who answered. And I was like, "Hi, I'm here with your order. I'm outside." She's like, "Oh, I actually ordered it for my daughter, but you know, she's actually at work." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Well, do you want me to leave it right here?" She was like, "Well, that probably wouldn't be a good idea." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think so either, because if she at work, you know, they're gonna be sitting outside and they gonna melt because it was some chocolate covered strawberries." And she's like, "Yeah, that's not gonna work." She's like, "Is there any way you can deliver it later?" I said, "Unfortunately, no." I was like, "DoorDash, you know, would want me to drop it off now." And then she was like, "Well, her mother-in-law only lives like a mile,
Turn right
if
onto
that,
Spencer
away."
Road.
She's
Then
like, "Do you mind
2814 Spencer Road will
dropping
be
it
on the
off
right.
to her mother-in-law?" I said, "Honestly, I don't mind." I was like, "But you need to update it in the app." Or I'm like, "Or probably need to let them
2814
know."
Spencer Road is on the right.
And so she was like, "Oh my gosh, if you could see if I can change the address, that would be great." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "No problem." She's like, "Well, wait 1 second. Let me call. Let me call and see if her in-laws are home." I was like, "Okay." And so she called or whatever. And she called me back and said, you know, her in-laws was there. I was like, "Okay." So she was like, "Oh my gosh, you are just so nice." I said, no problem." I was like, "I wouldn't want my covered chocolate strawberries to be sitting outside. So if her in-laws is down the street, I don't mind." So I ended up taking it to her in-laws and dropped it off. So DoorDash has been pleasant so far. And like even now, nice neighborhood, nice and quiet. Yeah. Okay, what's up, Christopher? We door dashing again. Second order. But let me drop this off. Hold on. Oh, my keys. Got my keys. So pretty out here. Nice and chill. All right. Now, waiting for another offer. So that's order number 2. The goal is to do 10 today. Hopefully we can get to 10. How many did I do yesterday? I only did 2 yesterday. So I'm trying to really meet this goal of getting a 10 in one day. The most I've done in a day is 8. So I feel like I could do it today because I already ate. I actually just came from home. Give me something to eat. So we gonna try to make it, y'all. Hold on, let me see which direction. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed. Hold on, let me see which direction I'm going. Let me plug her up. Roll down this window. Fresh air. It's such a beautiful. And y'all, I went home to really get my mount, but I was like, let me eat as well. So I ate, made me some lemon water, drank me some tea, and then I was like, let me actually read my word. And so I'm actually doing this challenge for some of y'all that don't know with this one guy on YouTube. He's doing like a 30-day challenge of reading Proverbs. So today was day 3. And so I did chapter 3 today, and baby,
Turn left onto East West
I am literally
Highway,
asking
Maryland,
God for
Baltimore.
wisdom. Literally, Jesus, give me wisdom. So I'm so glad that I read that. It was such a need, something I really needed. Just like, God, give me wisdom. I'm really trying to just be wise with every decision that I make. Like, not be a fool. Not be a fool for anything. Like, I'm trying to be so wise, like, down to the point of who I, like, talk to, you know? Like, anyone that I talk to, any, like,
Continue for
food that I
1.5
eat,
miles.
anything, like, ways to get money, you know? Because, like, you know, I want to make so much money. I want to make so much money. But I don't want to, like, make bad business decisions, you know? So I'm really just trying to, like, slow down a lot of my life right now. And not, like, just doing things quick just to get some money in my pocket, you know? So, I don't know. I'm just really asking God for a lot of wisdom. And then even, like, you know, doing social media. I know it's so many things that I could do on social media to make money quicker, or, like, um, grow my following, you know? But I just don't want to just do anything just to build my following up, you know? Like, I remember one time, so this is when I was, like, in the beginning of influencing. This was, like, 2016, 2017. And, you know, I'm trying to get on the map. I'm trying to get known, do all the things. And I had this one friend at the time. She was doing a photo shoot. She was doing a photo shoot for, like, this girl who had a brand, like a clothing brand. And we went to her house, went to the girl house. She was trying on the clothes, blah blah blah. And mind you, too, my friend was like, Shavonna, you should do it with me. Like, this would be good. You can put it on your Instagram, blah blah blah. And I was just like, I don't want to do this. I said, you could do it. I was like, you know, I'm here to support you. She was like, why not? Like, why you don't want to do it? I said, because these clothes don't represent me. Like, represent my brand, and it ain't even my style. And she just like, it ain't about that. It's about, you know, putting yourself out there and, you know, getting more people to want to work with you. And I said, I mean, that's fine, but I don't want to be putting myself out there in that way. Because the clothes look cheap. Not saying it was like super provocative type of clothing, but it just wasn't my style. I didn't like it. I said, I don't want to do something I don't want to do, and it don't even represent me. And so I've always had that in me. Like, I ain't gonna just do something just to do it, just so I can get something out of it real quick when I don't even feel good about it. So I'm glad I didn't even do it. Like, I will say, a lot of decisions I made in my life, I don't regret anything. Like, I don't feel like, oh, I wish I would have blah blah blah. No, because I've definitely been the person, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I ain't gonna do nothing to please anyone. And yeah, and it's crazy because in Proverbs it was saying too today, like, basically don't envy other people just because they getting it real quick. Like, don't be a fool. I'm like, yeah, I've been doing the right thing. So I'm literally just praying for wisdom, God to guide me, and just moving His timing. Because, baby, I will say, like, right now, the money is not moneying right now. But I'm healthy. I have shelter. I have a car. I got my phone. You know, I got internet. My son is healthy. We got food. Like, of course, I want more things, but it's just like, God said not right now. And I feel like maybe, too, because I need to become more wiser so I don't lose when I do get it. I feel like that's really what this season is about for me. Just learning how to maintain and learning to be humble and even more thankful, you know?
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Colville Road.
So, yeah.
Drive north on 16th Street, Maryland 390. Then make a left U-turn to stay on 16th Street.
I meditated for 1 hour. Okay. And just got done with a 5-mile run. Okay. See, I need to get back on my walks, child. And I was about to go walk, but my Dasher app came up saying, you know, it was busy right now. So that's why I ended up turning it on. So I'm trying to see. I said I'm making, you know, going walking a priority today. At least walking and stretching. Or at least get on the Stairmaster. One of them. Just do it for at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes, Shavonna. So I'm thinking like maybe around like 4. I'm gonna work out for 30 minutes. You know, go shower, get myself together, and then go back outside to get my child.
Drive northwest on 16th Street, Maryland 390 for 1 mile.
What y'all talking about? But yeah, y'all. So now I'm just trying to drive to the hot spot and see what's cracking with DoorDash. Because again, the goal is to get to 10. We got 8 more to go. So yeah. And y'all, yesterday I did get my driver's license. Now, tell me why. I just assumed they was gonna use my picture for my state ID. Oh, look at that. I got to order. Okay, y'all got to order. Headed to order number 3. But no, as I was saying,
mile, turn left onto Georgia Avenue.
I just assumed they was gonna use my picture for my state ID from when I literally just got my state ID like a week ago. And the lady was like, no, they knocked it out, so you have to take another picture. I said, ah. And mind you, y'all know I had this on yesterday. And she was like, well, is it for religious reasons? And I'm like, she was like, say yes. I said, yes.
Turn left onto Georgia Avenue, Maryland 97.
Took my picture of my license with my turban on. So I'm like, hey, it is what it is. Great, fabulous, fantastic, and blessed, life, gorgeous queen. Hey, Laward. Christopher, fun fact, I hate delivering to apartments complex. Yes! Because a lot of times you can't see the numbers. Oh my God, Christopher. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Especially if I'm doing Instacart. I hate it. And then, you know, they don't want to come downstairs. They want you to bring it to their door. Bring it to their door. Like yesterday, my last order, baby, that building looked like the projects. And it was like 20 buildings in one little community. And she tried to get smart with me, like, it's the building with only the one with only balconies on them. Girl, how was I supposed to know that? But, and you know, Christopher, and I try to be cool on them tripping, you know, about coming downstairs. Because I can understand, because me being a single mom, sometimes I'm like,
in 800 feet,
please bring it to the door, because I got my son. So it's like, I get it. I'll be trying to trip too much. So yeah, but it's still annoying.
Turn left. Then Punta Cana Tropical Grill, 9324 Georgia Avenue will be on the right.
It looks like, baby, these streets are crazy. Like how they got these lanes out here. we finna go to Punta Cana. Baby, I want to be on somebody's island so bad. The name of this restaurant is Punta Cana. That's where I want to be. I wish. That would be so nice. But I will say though, like, just doing this, like I always say, I like learning the different restaurants, the areas, the neighborhoods and stuff. And I will say I ain't had no bad experience. Now I was in the hood of DC for one order, and I was like, oh no, let me get up out of here. It was Riverdale. I swear, no matter where you live at, if it's Riverdale, it's the hood. It just seems like every Riverdale is the hood. And my job was on the phone at the time with my cousin, and she was like, girl, this might be your last order. She was like, we are not door dashing in the hood. I said, absolutely not. Seeing this little parking lot, because where I'm supposed to park at? Where I'm supposed to park? Sorry, if you don't get out your parking space, I can come park. Why he can't get out this little space with this little car? I can't stand a man who do not know how to drive. Why you don't know how to drive your little car? I remember one time I was talking to this one dude, baby, he could not drive for nothing. And that was one of the reasons why I stopped talking to him. Because why you don't know how to drive?
Drive west.
And it's so funny too, because my friend, she came out here and I had to parallel park. She was like, girl, you know how to parallel park? I said, yeah. I'm like, if you're from Chicago, you know how to parallel. You gotta know how to parallel park. Baby, and this car in front of me move. What up, Rafa? Why he running? Since we were stereotyping firefighters, I see that tattoo on your neck. They say the ones that will take you out. Oh my God. Go ahead. No, I'm going this way. Wait a minute. So wait, neck tattoos is a bad thing? I can't. I ain't never heard that one before. That's crazy. I can't. Cause baby, I ain't gonna say I'm tatted, but I got me some tattoos now. For sure. For sure. Hold on, let me take this out. Okay, see. I love tattoos, y'all. I want to get another one. I gotta get my son tatted on me. There's something about tattoos. It's like an accessory. See, and then this big old trucking away. This little parking lot. But I park in front of these cars. I don't even care no more. I was trying to get into a spot, but that's dead. Yeah, we out of here. Okay, let me see now. Now, if somebody coming down this way, you're gonna have to wait. Boom, we in here.
Punta Cana Tropical Grill, 9324 Georgia Avenue is on the right.
Okay, they got a little spot called Milk and Honey. They're probably good. Yeah, one I heard a lot yesterday. Make sure I'm a decent in this spot right here. Okay. Let's go get order number 3, y'all. Oh, I was muted, my bad. I'm trying to show y'all the scenery. How cute. So cute in here. It smells great. Cute little place. Okay. I feel like I'm out of town. Yeah. I need to tell. First, I need to tell DoorDash though that the order not ready yet. So, hold on, let me see. What's your request? What is your request, sir? Maybe that. Hey, Craig. I'm great. How are you? They got a lot of art. Come on. What, you trying to see my face? Child. Come on, you trying to see something. What that mean? I hate when people say that. Do this, I'm trying to see something. What you trying to see? What you trying to see, shorty? Hopefully they don't take too long. Hey, Glenn. How are you? Happy Thursday. Kentrell. What's up, Kentrell? Why y'all so funny? So y'all must be new to my live. Child. I don't always have these glasses on. I got my glasses on when I'm outside. Y'all trying to see if I got crazy ass. Y'all, I need to go on a trip. So Control said yes, he's trying to see if I got crazy eyes. That's crazy. Hold on, let me see something, y'all. Dang, this thing like this one. Interesting, I must say. She's interesting of good thing or a bad thing. I can go either way. I don't even see them making this order. I'm sure say them. Don't be yelling at me. Don't be yelling at me, sir. Yeah, mostly other things I just got questions, that's all, nothing bad. What's your question? Got this bag right here. I'm trying to see. What shows the person's character? Good question. I feel like, hold on, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm messaging this lady telling her I'm waiting for her order. I wonder if this is her order. Oh, look. Hold on, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm getting this order. Thank you.
Welcome, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Thank you. All right. All right. Got the order. Okay, y'all. And I know Christopher said he got some questions. I like that you asked some questions, child. Thank you. As far as
Drive north.
what do I
Then
do to
turn left
protect my
onto Manor Road.
my character? Be in my word. Be in my word.
Drive.
Having discernment from the Lord. Oh, look at these people driving crazy in this little parking lot. This parking lot too little to be driving crazy. Folks is crazy. Now you want to back out. Like, Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, this parking lot crazy.
Turn left onto Georgia Avenue, Maryland 97. Continue for a half mile.
Oh, let me over. All right, we in these streets. We in these streets. Finally. Yeah, I have to get up out of that area. It was just so congested. Like, too much going on. And people don't know how to drive. People are driving reckless. Oh, Christopher. Hey, Jeremy. I know, and y'all gotta remember too, I'm doing DoorDash, so I'm like going back and forth between the app so I can see the directions, because for some reason it don't pop up on my dashboard. So yeah.
In 1
So
mile,
bear
take exit
with me.
33.
I so appreciate y'all. But Christopher, if you're still here to answer your question, yeah, I be in my word, child. I don't be around nobody who made me feel no type of way. Also, what God has truly helped me to protect me even more, and really not judge nobody. You know, let people be who they gonna be. You know, pray for them, give them as much grace as it makes sense.
In a half mile, take exit 33.
Yeah. I just try to be a good person, for real. Cause it's so crazy, because like growing up, people used to, in my family, would call me shady, but it's because I just knew who was, you know, genuine or not. I felt like at a young age, I just knew who was genuine and not genuine. Like,
take exit
family could be
33 onto
messy.
Maryland 185,
So they
Connecticut
used to call
Avenue
me
toward Kensington.
Shady Shavonna, Bougie Shavonna, and literally my family was like my
In a
biggest
half
bullies.
mile, keep right to take Maryland 185 north.
I feel like me just learning to not really let that type of stuff affect me. I know what the truth is, you know? So yeah. Yeah. And I feel like too, just being sober gives me a
keep right to take
mind.
Maryland 185 north toward Kensington.
For sure. Cause baby, I hear everything clearly. I hear God clearly. And yeah, I feel like being sober is like the best decision ever.
Continue for 2 miles.
Where I'm going, I'm door dashing, child. Gonna drop this order off. Hopefully this next order after this is less crazy as far as like the pickup. So I'm gonna drop off. This is order number 3. Yeah, order number 3. And baby, this food smell good. I'm like, dang, if I wasn't a vegan. Yeah, and it's crazy because I love rice, y'all, but I have not had rice in so long. And the dudes in there that was getting their food, they had this big thing of rice. I was like, ooh, that rice look good. Love me some rice. And me just smelling this food right now got me hungry again. I'm like, dang, do I need to stop again at home and go eat? Because y'all, one thing about me, I hate eating outside though. That's the crazy part. Like the food be looking good and stuff and smelling good. My mind just be going places like, what they really doing in that kitchen? You know? And then when you see the videos like on social media, like I seen this one lady, oh my, it was some ground beef. And I swear, every time I come over in this area, everybody got nice cars. I swear, everywhere I was driving, like this morning even, everybody had a Bentley. I said, is this the Bentley neighborhood? Because Jesus, everybody had a Bentley. I said, one day. And it's so crazy too, like as a parent, and just, although my son is very young, he's very aware. Like he know what be going on. Like he's very in tune. Like he'll tell me like, mommy, you look nice, or like the cars and so he's like, mommy, that's a nice car, it is beautiful. And then even like where we live at now, he'd be like, oh, I love our house, mommy. So I'm like, kids like nice things as well, just as grown folks.
In a quarter mile, bear left to stay.
So that's why I'm like, literally, I to create this big life for us, because I want his norm to be nice. You know, like my upbringing, don't get me wrong, I lived in the hood for a little while, but I didn't know it. Like, my parents definitely kept me sheltered, for sure. And then, like, where I lived at, because I lived with my grandparents for a while. You know, when you live in the hood, it's usually like the old people block. So that's how it was for me. So I wasn't aware, like, for real, where we was at. And it was a
Bear
one
left to stay on
point
Connecticut Avenue,
when
Maryland
we
185.
like, we had lost our apartment. I don't know what happened, but I was a kid. We
Continue
lost
for
our
a half
apartment
mile.
in Griffith, Indiana. And we ended up moving to Gary, Indiana. I remember that like that was yesterday. I was in high school. Either I was in middle school or about to go to high school, one of them. And baby, we was living in Gary, Indiana. It was the bars on the window. Baby, we ain't had no heat in them. I don't even think we had hot water. Yeah, we didn't have hot water. There wasn't no food in there for real. Like,
in a quarter mile, turn left onto Denfeld
things were
Avenue.
being stretched, okay? So I definitely understand the sacrifices that it takes to keep your child in a safe home.
Turn left onto Denfeld Avenue. Then turn right onto Brandywine Street.
We never have to experience anything like that. Because I know what it looks like. I know how it feels. I remember seeing how my mama felt, you know. Yeah, Gary is the hood, okay? The hood. And I just remember too, like, my mama was just sad all the time. So just imagine, you know, and she had a partner to help her get out of that. So just imagine if that was just me going through something like that. That's why I just try to be grateful and more appreciative for what I do have and the things God has done for me. Because I know what it could really look like, you know. So being in Gary for that brief moment, I said, oh my God.
Turn right onto Brandywine Street.
I never, ever want to go through that.
In 300 feet, 3901 Denfeld Avenue will be on the right.
Never, ever, ever. So, praying to God, you know, I do all that I need to do to keep a roof over me and my son's head. There's one thing I kept a promise to myself.
3901 Denfeld Avenue is on the right.
My son would never live in a bad, like, area, neighborhood, home, anything like that. Since the day he was born, he lived very well. I don't care if it ain't fully furnished. Neighborhood, everything gonna be safe. Safe. I need safe. Because, baby, I pay for peace. That's one thing. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. So that you're grateful. Yes, I am very grateful. So wait, hold on, y'all. I think I'm here. Hold on one second. What up, Tay? What up, Tay? Hey, Brian. Y'all, I'm doing DoorDash. And I think I'm here. It looks like I'm delivering to elementary school. This might be her lunch. Hold on, let me see. Talking about some black proud power, Brian. Boy, go sit down. Some black proud power, Brian. Boy, go sit down. Go sit down, black power. Okay, that was it. Oh, how can you donate? You know, I'm not at that status yet. But you can place an order. Place an order on classiccoils.net. Mother's Day is coming. I'm sure you get your mama, sister, whoever, or even yourself. Maybe you're trying to grow your hair out. I do have a business you can support that way. All right, y'all. Okay, let's see now. Or number 4 on the way. Thank Thank you, Christopher. I'll put the website actually in the poll. Trying to grow your hair. And I actually just posted a video yesterday showing my 6-month hair journey. Because if y'all see in my profile picture, my hair was red. And so I'm in the process of regrowing my hair out. So this is a new hair journey for me. So the proof is in the pudding. The last 6 months, my hair has flourished. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, now how the heck do I get out of here? Say I can't go that way. Do I go this way? Maybe I'll go this way. Christopher, what's your confession? Most people say that I automatically think of Usher. These are my confessions. Of course. And y'all, why I gotta go to the bathroom? Jesus. I think I'm about to go. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go towards. Hey, I gotta turn this air on. It ain't no breeze today. Like, whoo, whoo. Let me see, let me see. I'm proud of me too, cause I ain't had no energy drink today, no coffee.
In 600 feet, turn left onto Connecticut
I'm
Avenue.
trying to take a break from it and really eat like even more clean than I do.
Turn left onto Connecticut Avenue, Maryland 185.
Cause I'm really trying to transform y'all. I had a scissor snooze playing in the background. It may not mean nothing, but it's in the place of missing my meditation. Okay, let me find out. Okay. You know what's so funny? A couple of people actually told me I should do like inspirational or like encouraging type of videos. Like they would listen to it and put like the music on while I'm talking. And I'm like, maybe I really should, because I keep hearing these type of things. And you know what? A sermon I listened to yesterday, the pastor was like,
continue for 1 mile.
if God keep giving you all these clues and you just keep trying to, ignore it and trying to see if you need even more confirmation to do something, you're not being obedient. I said, dang, I have not been obedient. You say you would. Okay, see? So let me be obedient, y'all, because this is probably, I don't even know what number, but I've heard this quite a bit. Okay, thank y'all for the encouragement and confirmation. I'm definitely gonna do it. Maybe I should like make my podcast along that line, encouragement, which it pretty much is. Like episode 1 was basically encouraging folks to make a move, but I do need to add like a little vibe music. I don't know what though. I don't want like no words. I just want the beats, the flow. I want it to be peaceful for sure, because baby, I'm all about peace. Peace, peace, peace. It's so crazy. Speaking of peace, after we get the podcast and music
in a quarter mile, turn left onto Fierce Mill Road.
You know what's crazy? My phone service, I feel like, is so much better here compared to Houston. Because if you was on my lives back in Houston, I felt like the service was always trash. But I think, honestly, the service is only
turn
bad
left onto
right
Fierce
now.
Mill Road, Maryland 586.
Because I'm going back and forth through DoorDash. So that's why like it be freezing and lagging, as y'all say. So don't do me. Okay. I'm like, if I had charged my other phone, I would be able to be on my live on my other phone right now. But I didn't charge it and I forgot it. So bear with me, guys. I appreciate y'all still staying and rocking out with me, chilling, you know, riding with me while I DoorDash, just listening to me chat. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. But what y'all doing? Y'all at work? Are y'all on break? Y'all chilling? I'm definitely hungry again. See, that's one thing about eating super healthy. You hungry all day, non-stop. Cause I'm never at a point where I'm like super full or like overly full. But right now I'm hungry. I feel it. I'm like, dang. And I ate around, what time was that? It was probably about 10 o'clock. So I guess I should be hungry. It's 12:37, almost 1 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna try to do one more order. And then I'm gonna go eat again. Yeah. I do 24 hours on and 48 hours off, so it's my day out kicking it with you. Oh, okay, right. That's that firefighter life. Yeah. So do you like being a firefighter? How is that? A firefighter. See, that would be scary, like. That's just scary. I know you can't live in fear. But I felt like if my partner was a firefighter or even a police officer, that would stress me out. Because I'm worried about
half mile.
if you finna come home or not. You know? Yeah, that's pretty stressful. So shout out to you. Wow, you love it 10 years. Okay. Yeah, you definitely love it. 10 years. Wow. That's amazing. Jesus, when you say that, people who stay in one career for that long, I commend y'all. Literally. The most I've stayed in a career was like 6 years, but I hated it. I love the money, but I hated it. Hated it. Plus I own a land clearing business, and believe me, it's relaxing from firefighting. I believe it. Compared to a firefighter, like, that sounds crazy. Like, that's a dangerous life. Like, people who work in construction, you know, them people who be cleaning the windows, going on them, I don't know, what's it called? You know, the people who be going in the sky, pretty much, to clean the buildings, the windows and stuff. Like, that's crazy. Like, shout out to the people that do that, but ain't no way. No way. So, what's it called? Is that what it's called? Scaffolds? Is that what it's called? Child, I don't know. But if my husband did a job like that, that would stress me out because I'm worried every day. And it's so crazy because I watched Grey's Anatomy last week, and there was a guy doing that, but he was actually like, he was outside with a cape on, you know, doing something nice for the kids.
Turn left onto
at the
Randolph
hospital.
Road.
Baby, the thing lost control and he flew through the window. I'm like, see. So yeah, I don't think I could be with somebody who do dangerous type of jobs because I would be scared all the time.
Turn left onto Randolph Road.
Yeah. Nah, I run a bulldozer. Oh, Jesus. See, too much. I mean, I think it's great because it shows how masculine a man is and can be. Because I do think it's weird, like, men who aren't manly. Like, I remember one time, so I had a male friend at the time, years ago, and I had got locked out the house. He actually locked the garage. He locked the garage door. He's like, I'm not gonna jump no gate. I don't know how to jump a gate. I said, excuse me? Like, I thought that was crazy. Like, I'm not about to jump the gate, but I just assumed he would. He's a man, you know? Like, and that instantly just turned me off. I was like, ugh, You don't know how to jump a gate?
In 400 feet, turn right.
So, yeah. I was just like, disappointing. Crazy thing yesterday when I got done chatting, which I literally delivered a Bobby in a casino in downtown Vegas. Now, what is a Bobby? What is that? That sounds like some big old machine, though.
Turn right.
Oh, looks like I gotta order y'all. Somebody wanted some. Oh, wait, you delivered a baby? I guess y'all do be
Continue
doing
for 500
that.
feet.
Oh, wow, you delivered a baby? Shout out to you.
In 300 feet, Burger King will be on the left.
If y'all did, I'm sure y'all don't know. Obviously, I never said it, but I actually had my son at home. I had a natural birth, and it was planned. A planned natural birth at home. It was great. Great. I had a good pregnancy. And it was so unfortunate, though. My midwife and my doula sucked. Well, I ain't gonna say they ain't suck. They ain't listen. I'll say that. I said, if I have another baby, I ain't gonna play when it comes to my midwife and my doula next time. Wow, that's so crazy. I did not call firefighters weird. I did not say that. I just said that. I just heard y'all some freaks. I never said y'all weird. Never. Never said that. Thank you. I can't. All right, y'all. What's this? Order number 4. We made it. God, it's crazy. I used to love me some Burger King growing up. And it's crazy. Even too, when I was pregnant, that was one of my cravings. A Junior Whopper. Well, actually a Whopper. I wanted a Whopper every time. Hold on, y'all. I keep pushing mute for some reason. It's like when I flip the camera around, it go mute. But yeah, he got 2 double cheeseburgers. Ugh. And a drink. Baby, everybody's special. Hi, I was just picking up for Hector. This ain't for me. Thank you. Thank you. You too. Y'all, this is not for me. And Obi, Sunshine is great. He at school. I'm out here door dashing, making some moolah. And this is order number 4. Yeah, he got double cheeseburger and a pop. I swear, although I lived in Texas, I swear I hear more Spanish out here than in Texas. I'm like, dang, everybody speaks Spanish. And they just assume I speak Spanish for some reason. Some people think I'm Dominican or something. But I'm like, best believe it is on my to-do list to be bilingual. And it's crazy though, because when I was in college, Spanish was actually my minor. But once we got to writing papers, I was like, yeah, I ain't finna do this. Young and dumb. Oh wow, you got a house in Plano? I actually used to I lived in North Dallas. I lived in Uptown for a bit, and then I lived in McKinney for a while. But then I had moved to Houston, and then in Houston I lived in Cypress, and then I moved to the River Oaks area, which I like Cypress and River Oaks. But if I had to choose between Dallas and Houston, I feel like I would choose Houston only because the people are nicer in Houston. What up, lady? Like Vegas on here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me confirm this order. Hey, Lena, welcome back. Now, I'm just trying to see which way we're going. Hold on one second, guys. I'm back and I'm better. What's that song? That's my son's song. So good. He's good. Yeah. So good.
Turn right. Then turn left onto Beers Mill
I
Road.
gotta give him praise.
Turn left onto Beers Mill Road, Maryland 586.
Pastor Mike.
Then turn left onto Randolph Road.
Pastor Mike Jr. What y'all know about him? Love his music. Now, I ain't never heard him preach. I don't know. Maybe he do got sermons. I never even looked. But I like his music a lot. He's good. Hey. Okay, you by Nebraska? Baby, I love that furniture store. Love it. Yeah, Plano is nice. Yeah, I didn't live too far from there, being in McKinney. But I don't know, the vibes in Dallas is just, ugh. The people, folks ain't friendly out there. Look who it is. Is that anything for clicks? Where you been? Yo, I'm still here. Y'all, anything for clicks was one of the first people who used to tell me, like, you say you gonna be on live, but you ain't never on live type stuff. We gonna see. And he pushed me. I'll give him that. And
turn left onto Randolph Road
to start going live more, and literally because of that, he's one of the first people who helped me get to 1,000 subscribers because I was going live consistently. So yeah, so now we're on the road to 3K.
Continue for 2 miles.
3K subscribers, and we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. I said hopefully by like mid-June, I say, be at 3K. That would be nice. Who knows? Maybe it'll be before then. But I'm really trying to get monetized, y'all. Trying to get monetized. Anything for clicks, you coding? Uh-oh. Good morning, Kita girl. How are you? Happy Thursday. We over here door dashing, girl. Life of a single mom. Trying to get this money. Trying to get this money, honey. And y'all, I actually had an interview for a tech job, going back to sales tech. And it was like, I had made it to the second part, but I'm still waiting to hear back if I'm about to go on to the next round or not. Because who knows, your girl might be going back to the tech life. Going back to the tech life. But I honestly want to do it because I'll actually be working in office in DC, which would be nice because I'll be able to meet people. That's why I really want to do it. Because I said I will not be the same girl like I was in Houston, just in the house. Hence why I'm outside right now too, just to meet folks, see the area, mingle, you know. Thank you, girl. Yeah, so hopefully I do get this job. That would be really great. Working office, and then even after the training, they said it'll be hybrid, so 3 days in the office and then 2 days at home, which is like a great balance. But I'm like, okay, make me some friends, y'all, because the lady at my child's school told me, Mom, you need to make friends. I said, dang, straight to the point. I'm like, dang, but she ain't lying. I do. Hence why I'm going to church tomorrow. I'm going to a mom's prayer group. So, something new. But I'm excited. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. So, it's so crazy because I grew up around white people. So, it's not weird for me to be around white people. But once I got like to high school, I started going, you know, I was at a mixed school, but I only hung out with black people. So now this church I'm about to go to, apparently it's a lot of white people, but it is some black folks. And we supposed to be meeting at this white lady's house. So it's going to be different. I ain't hung out with a white person in a very long time. I will say that. You might meet your husband. I know. I might meet my husband, child. I might. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it. Like, literally. That would be, I'd be so happy. I would love to meet my husband already, child. It's been years. It's been years. So, y'all, I actually found this video in my phone yesterday. I was going through old videos, and I forgot I had went on a date. What was this? Last July. So, almost a year ago. It was my first time going on a date with someone new. And mind you, it was a Hinge date. Ugh. Literally, me just talking about the guy from the date. Oh my gosh. Just remembering the whole situation, I was cracking up. I said, I gotta post that for y'all. Talking about, am I invited to the wedding? My wedding, I'm claiming gonna be a destination wedding. So, who knows? Who knows? But no, I said I'm gonna post this date video, just me giving like a recap. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then even when I moved here, I had got back on Hinge. Gosh, and I can't do it.
Drive east on Randolph Road for 1 mile.
I cannot do it. I feel like everybody ugly on Hinge. Everybody. Every single person I seen was ugly. The things they would say in their profile, ugh. And then if they do message me, it's always just hi. Or, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Or, what are you up to? Sir. Like, get straight to the point. I don't know. And I ain't finna, one thing I believe in, I don't chase no man. I will not chase no man. So if he ain't applying pressure and like, oh my gosh, can we meet for coffee, blah, 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 something, then I ain't gonna say nothing. Personality, you will fit right. It don't matter the culture. You right, Keita. Yeah, like it don't bother me what race you are. I just haven't hung out with other races in a long time. I do miss having, you know, mixed friends from all races and everything. And then, you know, being back in Chicago too, I was only hanging out with black folks. But I'm ready just to try new things, guys. This one girl who I reconnected with, she actually goes to the church I'm
turn
going
left
to.
onto Glen Allen Avenue.
And she was saying there's a lot of mixed couples there, and a lot of women that are black met, you know, white men, and now they about to get married. She was like, you might meet your white man or something. I said, hey, if he's a good man and I'm actually attracted to him, I'm open. I'm open. The only thing I just be worried about is like, because don't get me wrong, I get approached by white men all the time, and they always compliment my hair. But I just don't want to feel like, you know, like I'm a science project or something. Like, no. And then too, I just be thinking about like,
turn left onto Glen Allen Avenue.
how y'all talking behind closed doors? Yeah. You know, like, is your mama and them racist? Is grandma racist? Because I ain't got time for that. I do not have time for that. Also, too,
in a quarter mile,
you know, I got a black son.
onto Harris Road.
So I do be kind of worried about that as well. Like, how will my son take to that, and even the guy? So, I don't know. It's just so many different things. So many different things. But even with a black man, shoot, it could be so many different things.
Drive northeast on Wallace Avenue.
So it's
then
like,
make a left
ain't
U-turn
nothing,
to stay on Wallace Avenue.
Ain't nothing gonna be perfect, you know? That's why you just gotta try. That's why I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna try. See what's to it. If someone's nice and kind, that's what I'm looking for. A kind, generous, heavy on the generous type of man. Cause baby, if you not a generous man, back up. We ain't got nothing to talk about. No.
Turn right onto Glen Allen Avenue.
You need to be generous with me and my son. Cause baby, we are a package. Like, I could never be that mom who literally disregards their child's feelings.
Mile, turn right.
About how they feel about whoever they may be dating. Like, ain't no way. And Classic, I feel like Classic's very, for his age, he know. And I'm gonna listen to my son, child. He like, mama, I don't like him. All right, bet. Say no more. We gotta wrap this up, buddy. That's how I've been chasing in appliances yesterday. Sir, if you call this applying through this, no thanks. Hey, I love him, Shay. Yes, these guys be so tight. Right, tight, cheap. And hey, I respect the man, though, who is financially smart and mindful, you know, on spending. But don't be no cheapskate. Like this one girl was telling me, oh my God, this one girl was telling me, like, the guy she was with, he was the type of guy, like, he timed the showers. And if you're in the shower too long, he gonna turn off the water. I said, oh yeah, no. That's sick. That's a narcissist. Cause are you insane? You think you finna time how long I'm finna wash my butt? Are you crazy? And then me being a natural woman, you gonna trip about how long I'm washing my hair in the shower? No, sir. No. That's sick. That's controlling. Like, how can you even enjoy life? And stuff like that. That just means you need to go figure out how to make some more money. Go make some more money. Because we should not be worried about how long we're in the shower. No. Right? Hour showers. Yeah, sometimes an hour for sure. Especially if you're doing all the steps. Shaving. Meditating. You know, doing all your different soaps. The layers and whatnot. Yeah. And if I'm washing my hair, babe, I'm going to be in there over an hour. For sure. And you talking about you finna turn this shower off. Boy, please. Oh, yeah, we will fight. You got curly hair. Right, 20 minutes. Just to get the shampoo out. Right, that part. You gotta make sure you get all the products out. It's gonna take a couple takes. So, yeah. I need a generous man.
Turn right, then turn left.
Who care about money, but who ain't just, that's like a poor mindset too. I ain't got time for that either. No.
Turn left.
You worried about
Then turn left.
how much this water bill gonna be. Boy, if you don't go figure out how to pay the doggone water bill and get out my face.
Drive north.
So yeah. Hold on, am I here, guys? I think I'm here. I'm at an apartment.
2319 Glen Allen Avenue is on the right.
Not Christopher talking about now he finna fall back. Oh, so what? Christopher, you cheap? That's what it is? You don't believe it? Applying pressure, huh? That's cool. Hey, weed them out, Lord. Dang, maintenance man. I swear, them maintenance men on them little carts be tweaking. Okay, so I'm here. Oh, ew. Ugh, this apartment, child. A mess. Gosh, I can't stand an apartment building that stink. Yuck. That's one of the reasons why I left my last apartment, because it was that trash. Oh my God. It was like no one ever got the trash. I pay all this money here. Things should be spotless, damn. Hold on, let me fix this. Christopher talking about you ain't cheap.
Head southeast. Turn right.
Hold on, I think I need to move this. Hold on 1 second. Let me get y'all right here. Okay, I think that's better. Let's go, y'all. I'm gonna go home real quick so I can eat. I gotta eat again, child, because I was hungry. Okay, so I did. What was that?
Turn right toward Glen Allen Avenue.
Was that 5
then
orders?
Turn left onto Glen Allen Avenue.
So I got 5 more to go today. I'm gonna go home and eat real quick, and y'all gonna ride with me until I get home. Who knows? I'll probably still be live when I go home and make me some toast.
Turn left onto Glen Allen Avenue.
Oh. You are so kind. How kind of you. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna come back out and finish door dashing. Hopefully I can get the next 5 done before I have to get my son.
In 1,000
Hopefully,
feet, turn right onto Randolph
and
Road.
depending on his mood will determine, you know, if I'll be out with him. But y'all, I swear, every day this man is just a mess. Assuming gets you nowhere. That's true.
At the light, turn right onto Randolph Road.
So I don't even know why I even think I'm about to DoorDash with him. I'm not. Because every time I pick
In
him
800
up,
feet, keep left to stay on
he
Randolph
literally
Road.
needs to take a bath every single time when I pick him up. Because, I mean, obviously he been in school all day, but he just be a mess. I'm like, let me hurry up and get you straight to the tub. Because, Jesus, that's a mess. And he be hungry.
Keep left to stay on Randolph Road.
He ain't ate nothing. I'm like my little baby. And he be tired. For sure. So who am I kidding? I'm gonna have to hurry up and eat real quick and come back out so I can try to do 5 more before I get home. Fingers crossed. Okay, that's a nice looking Starbucks over there. Y'all, I seen this old Popeye.
Continue on Randolph Road for 1.5 miles.
It didn't even have a Popeye sign outside. It was like just written words on the cement. I'm like, what kind of Popeyes is this? And it looked like you go to the window and place your order because there wasn't no drive-through or nothing. You get out your car and go to the little window. I was like, wow. I'm like, one thing for sure, Maryland is very historical, for sure. I kind of like it. Never would have thought that. Especially me being from Chicago. But no, I ain't gonna lie, Chicago old. Chicago is old. If you know, you know. Let me fix my mirror. So yeah. Okay, looks like I'm not too far from home. Thank you, Jesus. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna eat. So let me show you off this app. I could be consistent and persistent. I gotta pray on that. You know, I gotta pray on every decision before I make it. See what the Lord say. Hello, Osman. How are you? Happy Thursday. From Istanbul. Jesus, what that look like? When I hear Istanbul, I just think of it's a war zone. Oh, this is a nice school. Okay. One thing for sure too, that's why I moved out here, because of the schools. The schools compared to when I was researching to live in California, it was like everybody pretty much said like a lot of the schools look like prisons. I'm like, oh yeah, we not trying to do that. But the schools out here, they all look nice. Okay. Y'all, I just got a brand email. See, that's why I'm being obedient, y'all, because all of the money is not moneying, but opportunities are coming, and these opportunities are just going to put me in better positions to be able to ask for those big dollar amounts that I know I am destined to have. I already know it. Like, I'm so excited. And y'all, I'm actually taking
in 1,000 feet, turn left onto Maryland 185 South, Connecticut Avenue.
This weekend, so I could send them off to these modeling agencies out here. Because if y'all didn't know, my son is a model. He was a model in Chicago since he was born. He has worked for Crate and Barrel
At the light,
Kids,
turn left onto Maryland 185
Myers,
South, Connecticut Avenue.
and a couple other places. He was actually the cover for Crate and Barrel Kids once, and then he did a campaign, and they made it all about him. My baby boy! I just knew in my womb he was destined to be a star. So, and it's so funny because the directors for that shoot that he did last, they were like, please keep him doing this. We can see him like on in Times Square, like on a big billboard, working with a big brand. I said, oh, I see it
Continue
too,
on
honey.
Maryland 185 South for 5 miles.
I see it too. I said, my son, baby, I see big things for him. He is so special. So yeah, like I want him to work with like Vogue and stuff like that. You know, the big, what is it, couture type of brands. I could just see it. I could see him in a movie. Cause his memory game, baby, and the way he could act stuff out, for him to only be 3, the emotions are there. He be in character. That's why I be feeling like when people be like, are you gonna put him in a sport, blah blah blah? No, probably not. Like, now if he say he wanna do it, then I'll let him do it. But I'm not about to go look for it. Like, he taking piano lessons this summer. I just want him to just do different things instead of like what people just think is the thing to do, especially as a black little boy. No, I don't want him playing basketball. I don't want him playing football. I don't want him playing baseball. No. There's other ways to be successful. There's other ways to be disciplined. There's other ways to be high achieving. Sports is not the only way. But I mean, of course, sports teaches, you know, fitness, but he could still learn fitness other ways. I honestly thought about putting him in dance because he loves to dance. I'm like, depending on where you live at, a lot of boys do dance classes, but like, you know, if you're in Chicago or something, they're like, you do dance, blah blah blah, like that'd be frowned upon. But I feel like my son is like, I don't know, I feel like he's like an artsy theater type of kid. That's what he gives. So don't be making him too girly. You can't make, you know, it's hard for a woman to raise a man, and I don't believe that. I really don't. I don't believe my son gonna be feminine just because he raised by me, and I don't believe that I can't raise a man, because I feel like I'm gonna put him in places and shoot, just how I am. Like, I'm feminine for sure, but I let it be known, like, you still need to be, you're a boy. You need to know how to do X, Y, and Z type stuff. So I feel like it's very possible for a woman to raise an amazing man. You know, God forbid if I don't meet my husband to help raise him, then it is what it is. Best believe he gonna be a great man, okay? A great husband, a great partner, a great father if he decides to have kids. So yeah. Ooh, y'all, something's in my eye. Ooh. I feel like this is mascara, child.